What's up guys, Coach Misha here, coming at you with the first ever Cooking with Coach video. Today we're going to be going over a really easy Aeropress coffee recipe for those mornings where you just need something as a little pick-me-up, alright? So we're going to need a few things right now. First off, you're going to need your mug. Obviously you're going to drink out of it. I have my well-fed Fraser one. You're going to need your brewing vessel. Mine's going to be an Aeropress. This is usually for a single serving, but if you want to make a little bit more coffee, you can use something like a Chemex, which I'll go over in another episode. And you'll of course need your coffee. I'm going to be using La Prima. It's a local roaster in Pittsburgh, but you can really use any sort of coffee you want. I have a bunch of different coffees. A lot of them come from Trader Joe's. I have a Barista Blend, which is a light roast. This Nicaraguan Sultana del Norte, which is a medium to light roast. But you can use whatever kind of coffee you like, alright? So the first thing you're going to need to do is you're going to need to heat your water, alright? That's going to take the longest amount of time. If you have an electric kettle like this, you want to set the temperature to about 185, alright? If you're cooking this on the stovetop or even the microwave, you can just bring the temperature up to boiling, and then what you could do is you can use a thermopen to gauge the temperature and add in more ice cubes, or decant it by pouring it between different types of cups, alright? Once you get your water to the temperature about 175, 185, we then want to get our beans ready in our grinder, alright? So what we're going to do is to grab our scale and our little cup that we're going to put the beans in, and we're going to measure out 30 grams, alright? $30, and that was actually perfectly finished up this bag. After we have 30 grams of coffee, we're going to grind it to a medium to coarse setting, alright? For me, on my Baratza Encore, that's going to be about a 30. Let me go ahead and mute the microphone while this grinds. Alright, so after your coffee beans have been ground, you're going to take them out. And we have our coffee grounds right here at a moderate to coarse setting. Should be about table salt or kosher salt, alright? Next up, guys, what we're going to do is we're going to put our paper filters in our basket here. We're going to use 2 of them, alright? We're going to lock it in by placing it in the Aeropress, and then we're going to pour hot water in it to get rid of the papery taste. After we do that, we're going to place our little mug and the cup right underneath the Aeropress, and we're going to add in our coffee. Perfect, 30 grams of coffee. After we do that, we're going to tear out the scale, level the grounds by shaking it a little bit, and then we're going to add in 50 grams of water. 50 grams of water. There's 50. What that's going to do is that's going to help bloom the coffee a little bit. It's going to help release some of the CO2 and other gases to help reduce the taste of bitterness, alright? After a few seconds, about 15 or so, we're going to add in the rest of our water. We want to have a total of 230 grams. What I'm also doing here is just slightly twisting the Aeropress to make sure all of the grounds get soaked. 230 grams. And then we're going to wait here for about a minute and 5 seconds. Then we're going to use either a spoon or our little stir stick to stir it up. But what we're going to do here is wait. Now a little bit about coffee, guys. If you like your coffee to be really intense, what you want to look for is a dark roast. Something like, again from Trader Joe's, this Cafe Parajo blend or this organic Bolivian blend, alright? These are going to have more intense flavors. If you want a little bit less intense flavor and or a little bit more caffeine, you want to look at a blonde or light roast, alright? Something like one of these two. And if you like it in the middle, you can go for a medium blend or medium roast, that is. Something like the Trader Joe's Wake Up blend is pretty good for that, alright? We've waited long enough. We're going to now start stirring the slurry for about 10 seconds. After that, we can set that to the side, take our cup and the Aeropress off of the scale, then start pressing. You want to press with just barely the weight of your hand. You don't want to press too aggressively. Once you hear that hissing sound, you want to stop. Set your thing over to the side, set your Aeropress over to the side, and there you have it. That's your coffee. Right in there. If you guys want to add any sort of creamer, you can add almond milk, oat milk. What I typically do is take some vanilla almond milk. I would put it in some sort of other cup, like this. Then use an electric frother, like this, to just froth it up a little bit. You can go really for as long as you want on that, depending on how much foam you want compared to actual liquid. Pour it in. And now you have a little bit of really low macro creamer, so you don't necessarily have to get one of those ones from the store that have a lot of carbs, a lot of extra sugars. For this almond milk, it has really good macros, only 2.5 grams of fat, 1 gram of carbon, 1 gram of protein per 1 cup. So that was almost negligible of what we just put in here. All right. Thank you guys for joining in with me. Be sure to catch the next episode of Cooking with Coach. Next up, hopefully we're going to go over some sort of lunch or dinner recipe. All right. Don't forget to like and share this channel with all of your friends so we can just help grow it even more. Thanks.